Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Nara Mohammed, and if you're already watching this channel, you know that. Now here with me is my original cousin. I say original because she's my sister for life. So can we meet you?
Hello guys, my name is Christiana. I'm a graduate of University of Abuja. I studied microbiology and I'm
And you are an aspiring copper, Abby.
yes.
Okay, so today this conversation is supposed to be a spontaneous one. But then I wrote a few questions down that I think she will be able to answer or she should answer. So tell me, what did you do before coming here? How was the day? How was today? Today is Sunday.
Yeah, today is Sunday. So I woke up, did my chores and I prepared, went to church
Mm-hmm.
and then got back from church, took a shower, ate, and I got here for this. So yeah.
Okay, so part of the conversation is Gen Z and millennial. I'm a millennial, and she, obvious. I think it's obvious.
Yeah.
You are the Gen Z. So
Yeah.
we would be, talking about the dynamics and the differences between Gen Z and millennial. I would like to ask, how is life as a Gen Z? Gen Z body, okay. Mm.
Okay, in case my mom watches this, I'm not a Gen Z body, but yeah, I'm a Gen Z, and I would say life, life is, life is actually tough for us. So I know the millennials will not agree, but it's tough for us because you know the fellow Gen Zs are out there living life, balling, and there's a constant pressure to live up to your mates. Okay, my mates are doing this, my mates are having this is what's going on for my mates are catching flights, this one, that one. So actually if you look out, the pressure is going to be too much for you. So as a Gen Z, I think the pressure is there for us.
Oh, oh.
Yeah.
Oh wow, your mates are catching flights
Yes.
and you are just there, and there's that pressure.
Yes.
Well, I mean, it's a matter of time.
Yeah.
I always believe that everything is time. There is no time frame to do anything,
True.
basically. So my next question is, what do you think are the similarities between Gen Z and millennials? By
Well,
the way, I'm going to be asking a few questions. Sorry to cut you.
okay.
But then, if you feel the need to throw some questions back at me, I'm
Okay.
very much ready to
Oh,
answer.
okay. Okay. Let's go with the question you threw at me first.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
how is life as a millennial?
No, you have to answer first.
Oh,
Like,
I
what do
already
you think are
answered
the similarities? Okay, the
the
question.
first question. Yeah.
Oh, the first question
Yes.
about, I think, is pretty much beautiful. And I think I love being a millennial
Okay.
because I think we have experienced the best of both worlds. That is the analog and the digital. We've seen things when there was no internet, we've seen life. And then now that there is internet, I love that millennials are not held back by age to achieve anything. Like they are there, they are in competition. So yeah, I think
Okay.
as a millennial, life as a millennial is pretty much
Okay.
amazing.
That's good for you. So, what was your question?
Okay, my question was, do you think, okay, what are the similarities between Gen Z and millennials?
Well, I'd say, I mean, the generation immediately after millennials is Gen Z. So it's not like there's much of a time difference between both generations because some of these Gen Zs, for example,
Mm.
I think Gen Z started from 1998,
1995, I think.
1995, I
Yeah.
think, and then for a millennial, it's ended in 1994. So there really can't be much difference between a child born in 1994 and a child born in 1995. And when you said something about experiencing both worlds, actually, I also experienced both worlds somehow. I'm also a transition kid. So,
Hmm.
yes,
Hmm.
I saw when things were cheaper, when life was
Much
much
easier.
easier,
Hmm.
much more beautiful, and here we are today. So I'd say between the Gen Z and the millennials, because of the shared time frame, we
Mm.
have some qualities that are
Similar quality.
similar. Yeah, some qualities like I think being able to, I feel for this Gen Alpha, because I think they're the ones who wouldn't be able to unwind without internet,
internet,
without
yeah, and the
different, yeah.
pressure
So I
of
I
being
I
seen.
can do without these things as
Mm.
a millennial can. So those are like part of the similarities.
Okay, I think I agree with you. But when you said we have experienced both time frame, I'm like, I don't think
Well,
so.
even if it's the latter
I
part, but
don't think
still.
so because only a few Gen Zs or some Gen Zs
Mm,
actually experience,
yeah, like the
you know,
earlier ones,
the
yeah.
earlier Gen Zs, those latter ones.
Those ones
Those
are
people,
Gen Alpha.
they've not seen, that part of life.
True.
But yeah, I think we are similar in the sense that I think we are some Gen Zs, though not all, kind of think like the millennials,
Yeah.
and they are go getters, and when they want to get things done, they get things done. So yeah, in that aspect, I think we are similar. So let's get to the other question. How would you define success? And what are your career aspirations? What do you want to become?
Oh, okay.
And
Okay.
what is success to you?
Success to me actually is being at peace. I don't know if it sounds cliche, but it's being at peace, being conf- um confident. Is it no? It's not content with where you
Mm,
are. You
mm,
you have what you need. There's no pressure. There's no, because the most successful person is not. I don't think there's a particular destination that is called success. It's a journey.
mm,
So when you're on this journey and you're calm, you're content where you are, but while you're still going, because you can be very successful and then you feel like you've not achieved enough. I can't call
mm.
you successful then, because you don't even think you're
That,
successful yourself. You
yeah.
still want more. You're
Mm,
not there yet. So just being at peace, content with where you are. And what's another thing we call success is being able to afford your needs, your wants, being able to care for
so
people
that you love.
around you. So yeah, being able to afford what you want, your not just your needs, your wants too. Oh, I want to travel, I can do it. I want to get something for my loved one, I can do it. I want a bag, I can get it.
Right.
I want to eat something, I can get it.
Mm,
And I'm at peace, I'm happy. I have friends, like my family is okay. So that's what success is to me. And for my career aspiration, hmm, I think one thing about being a Gen Z is that it is not certain. Because I can wake up this morning and I want to be an influencer and I can be. I
of
wake up
course.
this morning and I want to be a model. I can go for it. I wake up like I'm a graduate now, and that's not where it ends for me. There are things I want to keep on doing, and every day the list comes up. So it is smashing your goal for this time and like setting another one and going for it. So right now, I think what I want to do next for me will be building my social media and venturing into content creating, see how the influencing goes, and also taking courses. So like I said, it's Gen Z, I can do it all. So
Yeah.
I can just go for whatever I want to be at this point. So yeah.
There is this narrative that if you really want to attain a certain height
Mm,
or success, you have to focus on one thing. And I think for me, I think it's both a curse and a blessing for the Gen Zs,
yeah,
because right now there are so many opportunities to explore, and I feel like you all are going to be confused on which to pick.
true.
And when you're doing too many things at the same time, you can get success, but it can be distracting because you can wake up, you want to do this today, tomorrow, you're doing another thing. So I think it's really important that even if there are more than one, whatever you really truly want to do, like you just hit the nail on the head and get it done.
I
But
agree.
yeah, thank you for answering that question. Now, this question, when I was putting it down, I thought, ha, this girl is the last born of the house. How is she going to answer this? But let me ask, do you feel pressured to hustle?
Ha. Yes, so
Really?
yes, definitely.
Why do you think that is?
Because I'm this kind of person who doesn't think that someone else's stuff belongs
Money.
to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so even if, some people be like, I tell some people that I'm the last born of 8 children, and they be like, oh, you're enjoying and this one. Even if I have 7 older siblings, I can bring for money and they always give me. It's not the same as having your own money. It's not the same as being able to just do your own thing on your own whim. So I have this pressure. I want to take care of my mom. I want to do things for myself. I want to be able to, like I say, like traveling is a big thing for me. I want to be able to get up and travel, go on vacations, afford my needs and wants without always having to ring somebody, call my older siblings, call somebody. There's just nothing like your money. There's nothing like your own peace, your own purpose, like living your own purpose, your own smashing your goals. There's this contentment it brings, and trust me, I feel pressured to figure it out.
No, but like,
Yeah.
from everything you said so far, it's a personal pressure.
Okay.
Like, it's not, you are not, I don't think there's anybody that is mandating you, or maybe there's something that, okay, yes, you have something, like you said, the needs to take care of yourself, to travel, to
Yeah.
do the things that you want to do. But if, let's say, those things were not there,
Mm.
do you think there are outside factors pressuring you to hustle, aside the personal needs and wants that you want to achieve? Do you feel like maybe family members, or someone, external factors like pressuring you to hustle? Do you think that without hustling you can still be fine?
Okay, so let me get this straight. Are you asking me this question as a Gen Z or as a last born? Are
As
you
a last
asking me,
born, I
okay, as
mean,
a
come
last
on.
born?
Mm-hmm.
As a last born. Yes, I'll still say yes. I'll still
Okay.
feel, I don't know.
o-
Maybe it's really influenced by the fact that it's personal.
okay.
But aside that, aside it being personal, everybody just has what they have going on for them right
Yeah.
now. So there's no way. How can you be in this country and you're not pressured to get yours? Like,
Yeah.
there's this pressure. It might not be as hard on me as my older siblings or people that are older than me
Mm,
as the last, but maybe the pressure is to take care of myself, not to give, because I
mm.
don't have younger ones. In fact, I have.
You
I
have
have
nieces.
nephews. I have nieces. I'm
So
an auntie already. So yeah,
yeah.
the pressure is there definitely.
Okay. So maybe I should that question wasn't directed to me anyways.
Okay.
But I think everything you said, you were right. The thing is, even whether there is outside factor or not,
Mm,
as a person, even if you have support,
yeah.
it is important that you hustle, whether someone is pressuring you or not. I mean, there are, even for some people, there are events that will happen to them, and they just be like, you know what, it is hustle or nothing.
Yeah.
And even if you have someone providing for you, I find out that people that are privileged, they still feel a sense of unfulfillment.
True.
Like, they feel like, oh, my dad has this thing, my mom has this thing, what do I have? So coming from that aspect, or from that sense, it is important that as a human being, you better hustle and get a
And get
bag
yours.
and
Yeah.
get yours. So okay, the next question: what are the challenges you face as a Gen Z that people who can't tell or understand? Now, we always feel like Gen Zs are privileged, right? A lot of them, because now more than ever, they have access to so many things that millennials didn't. So as a Gen Z, like, I know this is like um what a lot of people think about when they don't see that if what what is challenge,
Struggle. Yeah.
what are you facing, what struggle, you have wealth of information everywhere. So do you feel like there's something that you face, the challenges that you face as a Gen Z that people don't understand?
I think that your question already carried the answer to this question,
Okay.
because the challenge there is that there's this expectation.
Mm,
Everybody just expects, why don't you know this? Go to the internet. And then sometimes when you ask these people, okay, I've heard you. You say I should go on internet. Okay,
mm-hmm,
tell me something practical. Tell me what. And then nobody answers you. They just tell you, go figure it. You're a Gen Z. People are smart. People are this. People are creative. And
hmm,
don't know that it's actually hard. So that's the challenge. Part of the challenge is the fact that everybody just expects that
so
you
much.
should know it. You should
Mm,
you should just go. If you even ask them, what okay, how can you help? What, push me, like direct me, guide me. Nobody will tell you anything. Just say go and figure it. So that's one challenge. Yeah. And another thing is, even for those Gen Zs that have cracked the code,
mhm,
another thing is, we're in Nigeria, yeah, and Nigerians, we are big on respect. So even if I crack the code now and I figure it out, I might be in my workplace, and now, for example, I know something more than her, and I'm trying to tell her as a millennial or somebody
mm,
older, I'm trying to tell her, okay, do it this way. They'll be like, who be this one? why are you talking to me like that? You're just a
Mm,
child. I'm older than you. So there's this first of to the expectation, the pressure, and then sometimes people don't listen to you because they just feel like you're too
they're older.
small. Yeah,
Mm.
I'm older than you. Which day did you? When did you come? So you have to fight twice as hard to make your voice heard.
But that is not peculiar to Gen Z. I think it's a
Yeah, true.
general thing. And I don't even think it's out of respect, right? When we say this, Nigerians are big on respect,
Mm,
it's because it is not that, it's just insecurity. I think it stems from insecurity from people because why would you not want to learn from somebody even if you're older? Like it doesn't make sense.
well
I
put,
remember
yeah.
when I first learned to do makeup, the girl I learned from was like 5 years younger, and then she would give us assignments and she would tell us, oh, if you don't do this assignment, oh, there might be punishment. So do you get?
Mm,
I mean, when I say punishment, it's not like cane
yeah.
flogging or something. But you will not say, oh, why is she talking to me? She knows better than you. And you just have to learn learn from people that are younger than you. And I don't think it's peculiar, but every other thing you said, I understand.
Mm.
I mean, that's why they say life is tough.
Well,
You
that
have
was
to.
you. That was you being humble enough to see it. And it's
Mm,
while it's not really peculiar to Gen Z, I think it happens more somehow because if you're in a situation where I'm telling you something as a younger person and an older person is telling you something,
mm-hmm,
you just want to go with what the older person is saying. Even
mm-hmm.
sometimes that's if you're not wise enough, if you're this like people still set in the 1900s that want to just be like, oh, you're younger than me, don't talk to me, don't teach me, so that was you. That was
Yeah.
what shaped your own experience because you were willing to learn
Mm.
regardless of who was teaching you or how old the person was.
Oh wow. So we have limited time actually, and
Yeah.
I'm just going to rush through this question, and I hope you'll rush through the answers. So
Okay.
let me ask you this: what is your take on religion? Do you think it has done more harm than good?
Ah, religion. Do I think it has done more harm than good?
No,
Hmm.
I ask this because when we as millennial, when we came to this modern world, when we were grown, we started seeing things differently from our parents.
Yeah.
And some of the things we would say, oh, it is because our parents didn't know better. And I'm saying this from a religious
Angle.
angle. When it comes to religion, our parents were, I don't want to use the wrong word, but you know what I mean. They were overboard. Everything.
Fanatics.
Exactly. So now you are a Gen Z person, and you are seeing, okay, your parents how they act, and you're seeing millennial. What is your take on religion now, and what do you think? Has it done more harm than good?
I don't know. As first off, as a Christian, that question is tricky for me because I think it depends on who you are, how you handle this thing. Generally, religion has done more harm than good in Nigeria. I would
Okay.
say Nigeria because I don't want to wait. I'll go ahead and do it. Let me say sensitive topics now, like politics, for example. Instead of people to come and see it for what it is, people are just like seeing Christianity and Islam. Instead of you to see what it really is, see what a person is bringing, see what a person is offering, you're just like, this one is a Muslim, I'm a Muslim,
I'm
let me vote for this person. This one is a Christian, I'm a Christian, let me vote for this person. Instead of doing what the country needs. So, in that aspect, and a lot of other aspects, religion has done. I don't think the problem is religion itself. I think it's the people's attitude to religion or the people's because religion wasn't really meant to personally that's what I think. Religion wasn't really meant to create this stupidity. I'm sorry.
mm,
It wasn't meant to create this stupidity. It
mm,
was like a structure. It might it had its effects, but I think it was a structure because humans are wild.
hmm,
So religion was like a structure for people because even when you see people that, for example, as a Christian, you see people that don't go to church, but they'll be like, I will train my child in church because they know some values that
mm,
going to church instilled in them while
mm-hmm.
growing up. But so these are the good aspects, but then there are these other aspects that we cannot just look past. So I would say religion is just like there's no, I can't say it's evil or good at this point, or the way we're treating it. I think that there are perks to it and there are downside of our attitude to religion. The way we some of us tend to just lose our common sense and just be like Christian, Muslim, traditional. No. So if we can just take it for what it is, which was supposed to be a beautiful thing, religion will do more good
Hmm.
than
You
harm.
know, I don't, you know me, you know, I talk about
I
these
know
things a lot,
you.
but I
Yeah.
just needed to ask from a Gen Z perspective because I
Mm,
already have my view of religion. And I think when you said something about politics, I think that's just one aspect, like you said.
that's just one.
When it comes to personal people, and you said it is not religion, it's the people, so true. The people, and especially now that we're in modern age, I think what religion has done is make us better pretenders, right? And people are constantly promoting it. When I say promote, I don't mean I don't mean in like, oh, they're promoting religion is a terrible thing, but
Mm,
I mean everything that they do, they
put it at the
attach God.
forefront. Yeah.
Do you get? So now, when you are constantly telling me as a human being that, oh, it's God, I am achieving something, it's
It's
God,
God.
even when you took a gun to do it, right? But I don't know that, but I am telling you that it is God.
Yeah.
Then you meet the other person, you're saying the same thing, you meet the third person, the fourth person, the fifth person. You don't have a choice but to say, okay, let me follow this path. Do you understand what I'm
Mm,
saying? Now people are not being true to themselves, they are not doing the right thing. They're just like, okay, since this one is doing it, this one is doing it, this other person is doing it, this other person is doing it, I might as well do it. Do you get? But I have a lot of things to say about religion, but I mean
there's no time.
there's no time. That's not why we're here. That's not
Yeah.
even why we are here. But thank you for your insight on that. So as a young woman who grew up in Nigeria, what is that one thing you can say you want to stand for, and you would advocate for, that you constantly say, this is what I want to advocate for, or you can stand for.
Okay. If there's one thing I would stand for, and something I think should be general, is, I don't know if this sounds cliche, but it is really my heart. Is humanity. Like, everybody has a right to be treated well. You have to be kind to everybody. This is not it should not be a gender war, it should not be a tribal war, a religious war.
Mhm.
Just see your neighbor as yourself. Just see your neighbor, be kind. Be That's just what I want. I mean, let's Nigeria, if there's anything I would want Nigeria to stand for, let it be a safe space. You're going out, and no matter what, no matter your status, like, you're going to be treated well. You're coming back in one piece because
Mhm.
there's no violence.
There's
You're not
safety.
going to you're not going out to be talked down on or treated badly. Just humanity. The fact that I'm a person and I deserve to be protected, I deserve to be safe, I deserve rights as a person, as a human being that I am, not because of not like there should be no condition to be treated like a human being, like a person. And being a person, obviously, human life is sacred.
Mhm.
So the gifts or the privileges that come with it too should be sacred. So that's just it. That's what I would stand for. That's what I
Mhm.
stand for. Yeah.
Okay. One last question before we go. What are the relationship dynamics as a Gen Z? Because the dating pool, I don't know how it is for you. Even for us, anyways. Even for us millennials, I know in today's world, the dating pool is crazy. But how is the relationship dynamic as a Gen
I think I think it's worse so because you're constantly hearing that the streets is
Z?
messed up and all of
The
that.
street
I
is
think it's
crazy.
true. It's true.
Not smiling.
Because everybody, there's social media.
Mhm.
So the way I would relate with you, let me say you're a guy, the way I would relate with you,
Mhm.
if I'm being myself, I'm being true to myself, is different from how I would relate to you because I'm going on social media and I'm seeing things
Mhm.
like, oh, don't trust men. Oh,
Mm.
if a man says this, if he wanted to, he would.
It
And I'm
would.
like, my head is constantly being filled with things that are not really in my thoughts. And
Mm.
if you go, I see some guys every day they are posting, don't worry, she's cheating. And we're constantly filling our minds with all these things.
Negative
Yeah,
thoughts most of the
negative
time.
thoughts.
Yeah.
So it's so hard to find genuine people who really want to shut their ears to the noise of the world, the noise of social media, and just do themselves. Like, this is me, this is you, and we're just going to do pardon, we're just going to do our thing. We're just going to be real to ourselves. We're just going to be vulnerable. You know, everybody's coming with their own gun as if
And the
it's a
funny thing
battle.
is, these people are speaking from their own personal experiences, not
Not yours,
necessarily
yes, but you're taking
what
it and
is
you're
true.
picking it from, like, you're picking it from them, and that's what
Mm-hmm.
our brain, like, I think of our mind like a white room. What you're constantly taking in, you're like,
So you're
you're
painting on
soiling
the
it,
wall.
you're painting the room, and that's just what you're going to have, instead of a pure white place where you just bring yourself as you are. You're listening to many messed up things,
On
and
the
so
internet.
it's crazy. But another thing, as a Gen Z, I think if you are able, if God bless you, or you're just if you're lucky enough to find somebody genuine, it would be nice, because and like Gen Zs, they know how to we know how to enjoy life, we know how to have fun. So when you find your person, you can have fun. But the problem is finding that person. You suffer.
Some people
You
will just
suffer.
some people might not necessarily suffer to find the person.
That's true.
Actually, I was going to end this video here on that question, but we'll have
Okay.
two more questions. And the question, one of the question is, do you think that you being a Gen Z is better than being a millennial, or the is it baby boomers they call the previous generation, our parent generation? Do you feel like I'm glad I did not come during my parent generation. No,
Oh.
I'm glad that I'm a Gen Z. Thank God. Now we get
Yes,
those times.
yes.
Do you feel like that, or you feel like, oh, it would have been better if you came a generation prior to
No,
yours?
me, aside the fact that is what I know that I know,
Mm.
I'm glad I didn't come my mother's generation, because as as a stubborn woman,
Who is the stubborn woman, your mom or you?
no, me.
Oh, because there were things that you would not have gotten
No,
away
no,
with.
yeah, no.
That
So
you see
no,
that
no, no,
Gen Z's
no.
had some,
Yeah,
they have some
privileges. Yeah, of course,
privileges. See?
of course.
Okay,
I like
so
my generation.
let me go to the last question. How important is social media to you? And what what social platform do you utilize the most?
Uh, Social media at this point is very important though, because that's how I keep in touch. That's how I keep in touch with
But
my
again,
family.
it's filling you with too
Too
much,
many, yeah.
too many information
Everything
and
just has
negative
its own
information.
advantage and disadvantage.
Disadvantage, yeah.
That's just so. That's how I keep in touch with my people, my family, my friends. And what was your question again?
I said, how important is social media
Okay,
to you,
so
and what
yes,
social
it's
platform do
very,
you
it's
use the most?
actually important. But then again, whilst you're using it, you just have to come with your brain as a filter. You're
Mm,
filtering the things you don't
yeah,
need and keeping the things that are important to you. So,
yeah.
and for my person, I said I use WhatsApp the most. I think
Is
I'm a
WhatsApp
millennial.
a social?
It's not a social media.
I don't
Okay, sorry.
include WhatsApp as a
Okay,
social media
it's true.
platform.
I see your point, but
Yeah,
still, then
I say WhatsApp actually.
Instagram.
Instagram.
Yes,
Do
Instagram.
you think you have utilized it to your benefit?
No, I don't think so.
Okay,
I
but you
don't think
plan
so.
to.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yes.
So this episode was, I mean, the conversation just flowed. If you listen
Yeah.
throughout this convo, you would know that okay, we had the really nice
Good time.
conversation and it was a really nice chat.
Yeah. Camera.
So guys, our video got caught in the middle of the okay, we have actually concluded, but then wanted to say our goodbyes. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you learned a thing or two about Gen Z and millennial. My name is Nora Mohammed and she is Christiana. Do you know the funny thing is I am also Christiana,
It's
and I
true.
have a friend who is also Christiana,
Christiana.
and I'm the only one who doesn't answer Christiana. My name is Nora Mohammed, and this is Nori's World, and she is Christiana Olude. Thank you for watching. Bye. Mwah.